Hey guys, today I'm gonna show you how to install the GaggiMate mode on the Silvia. I have the Silvia V6 model from. I have actually the made in Spain version, Silvia E. You have to flash the display and the PCB before you start installing everything. You just connect it to a computer and look on the website for the installing settings. Let's start. My build is already finished because I had some trouble with it and I decided to make a video at the end of the build. So we have the tools here, we have the machine, and let's start. I have the computer here with all the instructions that they are already provided on internet. So we have the documentation website. Let's be clear and look at the Rancilio Silvia documentation website. We have the tab with the diagram. Here we have the complete diagram of the circuit. Here we have the main board with all the connections and other resources. So I don't think we really need to add labels because I think they stay in the way to plug in wires. So first of all, you have to connect the screen. I've already did that. It's assembled. Then we have the motherboard provided. Actually, you can make the kit yourself, buying the everything from AliExpress and then buying the main board and other components, or you can also buy the complete kit. And I just saw the parts are there. And as I have spoken with the other colleagues, I've made a basket, and the total cost of the products was almost 140 euros in Germany just for the components. And then you have also to buy the main board, the screen housing, and Pro PCB housing, so main board housing. So let's group up and start. We have the guide here, machine preparation. We have the machine here. You have to remove the top part. There are only four screws, one here, and the other two, they were right here. The next step is to remove the big housing. The big housing is connected with these screws. You have to remove these screws, they are there. And the catchy side, it's do you have to remove a third screw that is right here in the middle, behind the water tank, so you can see it right here. You have to use like a long bit to get through the housing and reach this bolt. So we remove the big housing. You have also to remove the front plate. The front plate is right here. You have to remove it from this side. Let's go further. The front plate is only installed in 2 screws that you can easily remove. Then labeling, we will skip the labeling part because I don't think it's worth it. I will explain you later why. We found first of all the heater modifications, the thermostats. So first of all, we have 3 thermostats in the whole machine. So actually 3 temperature sensors. We have the big one here. This is for 160 Celsius, and that they are actually here. They were clamped down with these bolts and the secure plates. You can see on them they are labeled with, this is actually the 100 Celsius. They were just here, one here, and the other was right there, and they were in between, connected with those plates and locked down with bolts in these holes. You have actually to take off the wires that connect them, so these two, and in total 4 wires. You have to take them out and then unscrew the bolts and take them right off, and we did that. Then we have, let me really short clean this, because we got thermal paste down there. So we got here is 3 holes where the bolts were, and you should, very important, you should keep the third sensor for overprotection, and keep his initial wiring. Next step, so we have to remove both the connections from the thermostats and use the short red jumper from the wiring kit to connect those. So in the kit you get a red jumper, and you have to connect the red wire that was on the one of the thermostats. This is the red wire. You have to connect it to with the gray one. With the new kit also comes with the silicone sleeves, and they protect from the short circuit, and I have found that they are falling off, and I've just used hot glue to glue them together so they can't fall off. That was just a tip. So we've connected from the brew thermostats the connection with the red jumper. We've done that. It's like in the image. Next step, you have to mount the SSR. I wanted at first to mount all of the components, so SSR and motherboard, down here, because I was afraid of moisture and water going there. But then sewing the instructions, I got clear that it's better to have them here, because here stays the water tank and it's very hard to remove the big side. And here you can just really simple remove 2 bolts, and you have really fast access to motherboard and the SSR. So you have to install the SSR. Let me grab the machine. Just a tip, I've installed the SSR. This was the plastic protection. You can here see a screw that holds the main power line, and it holds it together with a plastic piece. And I've just took the SSR and mounted direct on this bolt. You can see down there what did I made. Okay, let's go to the next step. Okay, we mounted the SSR. We have now to just mount the M3 thermocouple. So this is the new temperature sensor that we have to install instead of these 2 that comes with the machine. This thermostat sensor read and connect the real can read in real time the temperature and transmits to the motherboard what the temperature do you have in the boiler. Just a tip, make sure you only screw in hand tight and carefully handle, because it gets really easy broke. I just broke mine, and I've ordered 4 of these because they are you can really cheap buy them on the AliExpress. I've got them right here. I will take just one. I've just unpacked. You can guys see it's really thin, and you have to straighten up so you can hand tight this bolt first and then connect the wires. I have just found that hand tightening it will stay a little bit loose, and I've researched some things to do, and I bought some thermal paste to get a better connection with the boiler, to read a more accurate temperature, and a blue bolt locking paste that's down there, and this is the thermal paste. Now we should install it, and here is the pump. So I'll show you. Here is the pump connection. From here is there comes fresh water in the boiler, so you will get temperature reading fluctuation. They will go high and low. If you mount the thermal sensor here, because it's just right there where the cold water enters the boiler, and I found it really good to mount it the other way, here in the third bolt. That is the furthest away from the water source. So let's go and install this. So as you can see, we will put a little bit of paste on the tip. I actually will get rid of the first layer, and then I'll add a little bit of guys, this is the connection that I made. It's thermal paste and blue thread locker. It stays in place, and I've turned around with the wire together. This is the old sensor that I've stripped. I've broke because I did not pay attention and turn it with the wrench. We should remove this and install the new wires. So guys, I've just installed the temperature sensor and just pinned down the wire and put it directly in the holes. The blue here and the red here, I can show you on the diagram. We got the thermal sensor. It's down here. We have the thermal plus and thermal minus. Thermal minus is the white one, and thermal plus is the red one. So we've just installed correctly. Not to forget to mention, the PCB, it's installed in the case, in the printed case, and with double-sided tape taped on the metal piece down there. Let's continue. Okay, we have the high voltage wiring. So remove the connection C2 from the brew switch, extend it with the red cable from the wiring kit, and run it with the web port from the PCB. So let's explain this one. We have the brew switch that's right there, and from the brew switch, as you can see, I've removed all the wires. You have to do the same, and the wires are these ones, as you can see here, the orange one, and we should extend it with the red cable. So the orange one removed from the brew switch, it's extended with a red cable. With the red cable, they're already connected, and it's mounted on the V port of the PCB. The V port is right here. Look down there, it's the V port, that is the valve. And as you can see, the red wire, it's mounted right here on the V port. It's very little space, but it's right there. We have to remove the C1 and C3 from the brew switch and use the little yellow jumper to bridge them. The second bridge, we have the first bridge was the red one that connects the gray and the red, and they connect together the yellow cables. So no, I'm sorry. So we have the red bridge that we have already installed. I will explain it a little bit later what connects. And we have now we have the yellow bridge that connects these two cables that are mounted on a brew switch. So as I said, you have to remove all of them and write the black and the white one, as you can here see. They're took off from the brew switch and mounted, and you should bridge them with a yellow bridge. Next, remove the C4 from the brew switch and extend with the blue cable to run in the L port of the PCB. So this is the fourth cable. So as I've said, the first one was the orange one that we already connected with the red extender on the V port, valve port in the PCB. The black one and the white one, we bridge them with the yellow bridge. As you can see, there are 4 pins, and the fourth one, it's the C4. It's right there. It's the red cable, and we should extend it with the blue cable on the L port of the PCB. So as you can see, it's connected with the blue cable and goes right here on the PCB. Next, we have the pump and the 3-way valve to connect to the PCB. So we have to disconnect the pump wire A and the pump. First of all, we have to disconnect the pump A. The pump is connected with this one that in the end will stay in the air. I've wrapped it up, and with the white one. So pump A. So this is the P port on the PCB. We have to look it on the diagram. The P port is right here, and this is the pump. As you can see here, the pump is connected from the beginning with the white and the red cable. You have to remove both. The red will stay in air, as I've shown, and the white, you should connect the white with the gray cable that comes in the kit, and the gray cable goes right into the N port. So the pump is connected with the green one and the gray one. The two extenders, the gray one, it's right here, as you can see, and goes right there in the PCB. This is right on the N port. This is neutral, as you can here see. the N port, and the P port, the pump port, connects with the green extender direct here at the pump, as I can show. So the gray one is connected with the white one and in parallel with the pump here at this port that you have just disconnected, and the green one is connected directly into the brown little cable from the pump, and the green one is connected direct to the brown one and goes directly here in. As you can see, as I've said, run the green cable to the P port on the PCB. This is the green one that connects the little brown one, as you can see in the picture also, and the gray one connects on the other end in parallel the white one and the pump, and goes directly to the PCB on the other neutral port. Let's go to the next one. As I've said, we have to disconnect the gray wire. We have to use the gray wire from the wiring kit. It has a parallel connector, so piggyback off the connection and connect it one end at the pump and the other end to run at the N port of the PCB. Now we have done the high voltage wiring. Now we should do the low voltage wiring. Let's begin. Low voltage means the button connections, so you can use the buttons in parallel with the touch screen that it's provided in the system. So as I've said, the blue button, the one on the top, has 4 pins. To understand what those pins make, I'll show you here. This is those pins are together and those are together. So when we connect, when we press the switch, this connects with this and this with this. So they use they make double jobs. So we have to start with the low voltage wiring. You take the green and black thin cables. They should be 4, so 2 green and 2 black, and we have to install them, 1 green and 1 black on the brew button and 1 green and 1 black on the steam button. That's it, that's down there. As you can see, I've removed every wire from the steam button also, and I've connected the green and the black, and also for the brew button the green and the black. The positions of them doesn't matter. You have just to stay in the same line. So on this side you have to see there are the green one on top and the black on the bottom. You have to connect them in a line, one at the bottom and one at the top. And with the same with the steam button, as you can see, I've just connected on the other side because I had more space, one at the bottom and one at the top, to have them work and function. And the cables that were removed from the steam, they're hanging in air. And as you can see, the other end, it's connected, the 4 2 greens and 2 blacks, they're connected right there. Let me turn this here. They're connected, as you can see on the diagram here. So we finished with the big wires, with the high voltage, and the low voltage are there. There are the buttons. You can see you have to plug the black ones and the green ones in this. They are purple, but in reality they are green. As you can see, I see ground, steam and brew. Then we have to connect this SSR to the main board, to the PCB. So for you to understand the SSR, it's connected with two yellow cables. As you can see, the two yellow cables there, these are the extensions. One connects, as you can see here, one yellow cable connects the yellow connection that we have removed from the temperature sensor, and the other is the gray one that we also removed from the temperature sensor. As you can see, this is a yellow extensions and the second yellow extension. They are 1, 2. You have to connect them here on the top, and they go right here at the bottom. We can look on the SSR, the number 1. It's connected with the, but I think the polarity doesn't matter. Also here you can check also the documentation, but I think I just read that the polarity doesn't matter here. So I've just connected the yellow, the main that comes here, with the yellow extension, and this goes right. So the yellow goes right to the number 2 as you see, and then the gray one from the main source goes to 1 at the output or on the SSR. And this is the connection with the PCB. You have to connect the minus and plus with the included cable with the black and yellow one. Yellow is on the plus and black is on the minus, and they are connected right there on the PCB. As you can see in the diagram, there are, but the steam button has 2 cables and the brew button has also 2 cables. They are connected right there, and we have to connect now the SSR. You see the SSR, the black cable is ground and the SSR is the yellow cable. It's right there. It has only two cables, not 3 as in the diagram, as you can see. Then the right next to it, it says, as you can see, the screen. The screen connects. Here is the USB-C port, and here you can connect the screen, and the screen goes right there, direct here in the PCB. As you can see on the diagram, it's right there with red on the right and black on the left. So we just finished also the low voltage wiring. Now we have to connect the plumbing or the pressure installation. I had some problems with the pressure installation, so I removed the steel braided tube that comes with the new version, made in Spain version, because I've turned it with the wrench and broke the connection right here. The connection, it's a little bit strange, like it connects, I don't know, not really pleasant. And I've just used a pressure tubing connection. I will link it in the documentation right below the video. I will show you right away what you can do. You have to buy on the AliExpress this one. so you can connect the 1/4 here at the pump, and should be an L because the tubing goes right there, and at the other end should be a 6mm connection because the outer diameter of the tube is 6mm. And the second thing you should buy, I would recommend buying this one that I just bought, this little piece that it has two connection of 6mm tubing and one connection of 1/8 for the water connection. And so you can connect with this piece. You can connect the pump direct into the piece I just showed you, this one. And then on the other side you can connect the pressure sensor. It's right there. I put a metal clamp to not touch the heating copper tubing that goes right there, and to make a little place between them. And you can use like the tubing, the plastic tubing installed here and right there in this piece. Or you can take the normal that you got in the kit, and you have to buy this one. It's a single 6mm and 1/8 thread, and you should connect this one in this one, and then you have two connections, one for the pump and one for the pressure sensor. So now we will do that. I've thought I have spoken with the real plumber, and he said to me that this is bullshit and we should not use it anymore, and he gave me just this one that's a thread for tubing. It's a little bit bigger, but you can make it work, and this is the best solution. It's good for the drinking water and goes well with the high temperature. I also like to connect a little gasket here to not get water drops out of the tubing. So we just installed this one. You need like 12 Allen wrench, and it's nice that this moves, so you can really get the pipe in there. Now we have to just remove this one. As a tip, you can take the big bolt from here to remove this plastic case to have more space for assembling the new piece from here. And see, you must not forget to put a rubber gasket in here and just thread with this type of string thread the connection. We are finished. We installed the pipes, as you can see. There's a pressure sensor, and we have to connect the pressure sensor cables down there. There are those three: red above, then green, then black. And as you can see, with this setup I can easily put the PCB cover. Now when everything is done, let's make a test. Display, it's working, everything it's working. As you can see, nothing is leaving the pressure valve, and water